Hi, it's Amy Powers here with a fun way to give cash as a gift, especially for graduation. Kids love this. It's a book of money. The first thing you need to do is go to your bank and ask for 100 of their prettiest bills. Brand new money is best, but if it's not available, and it rarely is anymore, just make sure that they're fairly crisp. If they aren't brand new, you can run a steamy iron over them to flatten them out. Is this what they mean by money laundering? Next, you want to square up your stack of bills the best that you can, trying to get that left edge especially pretty straight. Add a piece of paper roughly the size of the bills, about 2 3/4 inches by 6 1/4 inch, and you'll add that to the back of the stack. This is what will glue your pad of money into your book. Use binder clips to press the bill stack together. And next, for the secret ingredient, good old rubber cement. I love the vintage look of this. Using the brush attached to the lid, paint on a fairly generous coat of the rubber cement on the side of the bills. It's important to get every edge, and you may need to reapply a couple of coats, letting it dry between. And don't worry about this glue harming the bills. It will just pull right off, just like a pad of paper. Don't worry about drips. They'll peel right off too. Now we'll make the covers. You'll need 3 pieces of chipboard. 2 that are 6 1/2 inches long by 3 inches wide. And for the spine, you'll need a piece that is 1 inch by 3 inches. I placed double-sided tape on the back of each of these. To cover the chipboard, we need to piece together 2 pieces of paper that are 5 inches by 8 1/2 inches. Just add a little glue and overlap to glue these together. The seam will go behind the spine and won't show in the final product. I start by placing the spine piece. I remove the backing of the double-sided tape and I place it. And I'm using a ruler to help keep these straight. Leaving a little gap on either side of the spine, I also adhere the covers. Next, I gently fold the pieces up on their sides to start working the folds. This will help keep the paper from cracking. Next, I miter the corners, and I want to leave a little gap in the corner, because if you cut all the way to the chipboard, then you'll see the chipboard in the final product, and that's not nice. I work the folds a little more and use my bone folder to tuck in those very corners. Next, I glue down those edges, long sides first, and I watch those corners. Carefully close the book, watching for cracking in the spine area. Next is the second secret ingredient, bookbinding tape. I cut a piece about 7 inches long, and this is 2-inch wide bookbinding tape. I put the tape sticky side up, and I try to center the spine as best as I can. Then I fold it down to the inside. If you use 3-inch wide bookbinding tape, you'll have 1 inch on each cover, which would be nice. I have just a 1/2 inch with this 2-inch wide bookbinding tape. Next, I glue in the front end paper, which is cut to 2 3/4 by 6 1/4. And now let's glue that money in. It's as easy as gluing that piece of paper that we added to the back of the stack, gluing that down to the back cover. First, you want to check to make sure there are no loose bills. And you'll want to be pretty generous with your glue here. I made a label on the computer and I printed it out, but it would be just as cute to have the word notes on it since dollar bills are sometimes called notes. And that's pretty easy, isn't it? And trust me, people will be talking about this gift for a long time. And every time the recipient takes out his pad of dollar bills to pay for a cup of coffee, he'll think of you. Hey, if you like this project and want to see more like it, let me know by giving me a thumbs up, subscribing, and leaving a comment. Take care.